All right, bro. So look, check me out, right? So we got something else on the channel today. First off, what's good, y'all? It's your boy TGU, aka Najee. I'm back in the stew with another special treat for you. We doing some late night reactions, and today I got a different treat for y'all. We're gonna go ahead and check out a video off of the channel I haven't checked out before, called "Think Before You Sleep." Now, on my free time, I check this channel out here and there, not regularly like most channels I would check out, like Flight or something like that. But occasionally I'll check out a video from Think Before You Sleep. This is a video I haven't checked out from them. So I figure I'll go ahead and check this out now with y'all. It's called The Consequences of Being a Pushover. Let's see what they talking about. If you happen to be new, hey, big red button down below. Come join the Goon Squad today. We're on our way to 5K and beyond. We ain't stopping no time soon. Like, share, comment. Without further ado, let's get into it.
Our team traveled down to Indiana to get to know a couple named Brian and Sarah. The two have been married for 22 years and they have stuck by each other's side through it all. Their relationship was put to the test when Brian found out about Sarah's online friend named John. She has sent hundreds of thousands of dollars in hopes to meet this man in person.
That seems like...
Whoa. 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 Okay, first off, right? There's so much wrong with that already off rip. There's so much to unpack. First off, congratulations. Y'all been together for like 22 years. That's awesome. Especially in today's age. A lot of divorces going on. A lot of couples splitting up after long periods of time being together. This, that, and the third. For 22 years, you guys have been able to make it work. Shout out to y'all. But when your girl not only has some secret online relationship with another man, she's sending hundreds of thousands, not hundreds and not thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars to this other man. I mean, are we supposed to, is that supposed to just fly over, like, is that supposed to be flying over our heads? Is that supposed to be just swimming under the radar? What's going on? Like, she clearly is looking for plan B. She clearly looking for plan B, man. Plan B was not looking back at her. He was probably a pirate out in Somalia or some shit. Just siphoning her money with a fake profile online. This is crazy. We're only 22 seconds in. That's wild. Let's get back into it.
pretty clear-cut case of infidelity. Why does this guy look so happy here? He's like spinning and kissing a girl who just cheated on him. I know this was supposed to be B-roll that was filmed for the show, but there is no amount of we need to get this so it can go in the episode that would get me to act like that after what she did. But maybe I'm missing something.
Sarah claims her intentions were only to be friends. The two messaged each other and started an online relationship.
Oh, right. Now I get it. They were friends. People send $250,000 to friends on the internet that they've never actually met all the time. I mean, that's a super common thing.
I probably sent him money every week to 2 weeks for probably a good solid 6 to 8 months. I cashed in a couple life insurances, and I cashed in my retirement fund, and I sent him 100% of the money.
Wow, what an idiot. What's even more shocking is that this kind of thing happens all the time. For all the people who...
Oh my, I'm sorry to cut you off again, brother, but like, this is insane. So much to unpack in just it's not even a minute and 30 seconds into the video. The video is 22 minutes long. Like, oh my, your retirement, your life insurance, bro, what? This is why I always, if you frank with my streams, this is why I tell my young niggas, man, my brothers, my fellas out there, grind out to be your best self, man. Seriously, grind out to be your best self. Because, listen, if you're not constantly improving yourself, if you're not constantly making sure your physical vessel looks good, right? Because if it don't look good on the outside to most people, it's like your woman can play it off. She can kind of like, cope as much as she wants to. Like, she gonna try to big you up because you her nigga. She ain't gonna admit her nigga's ugly, or he's somebody that she ain't attracted to. She gonna big you up. But if you're not attractive on the outside, or at least making strides to try to become more attractive, bro, this is the type of shit that's gonna happen to you on the outside, on the sidelines, bro. This is what's gonna happen to you. Shit in the shadows, working out. Your girl working behind the counter like motherfucking. Oh man, like, bro, let some shit like that come out about shit. Nah, man, listen. First off, I wouldn't even be recording this episode because I think he said this is an episode of a TV series. I wouldn't even be here. You would not be able to get in contact with my ass. I'll be 60 miles out that way, like gone, ghost. 60, 70, 80, 100. You don't even know. I'm somewhere you don't know. Basically, I'm a ghost.
The Tinder swindler. This video comes from a channel called Catfish. Catfish is a channel that makes weekly videos on all the people who don't know how to do a reverse image search on Google and end up getting scammed by the 2023 version of a Nigerian prince. Basically, these people get baited into thinking that they're in a relationship by bots on websites like Instagram, and once the person is hooked or thinks they're in love, the scammer starts finding reasons to ask for money. Though I don't know how this is not obvious, all of these scammers do the same thing, which is put up a photo of someone who is attractive and give validation to someone who is way below their number.
I saw her on Ukraine date. She always told me that I was handsome, distinguished.
And she said that sounded interesting, and I thought she was interesting, and she was really pretty, you know?
But to me, he's just a very attractive man. And it was nice to have somebody that looked like that think that I was pretty.
I'm sorry, I gotta pause again, man. We gonna break it down because this is crazy. Like, for that first dude, my man, my dog, it's me and you here, bro. It's me and you here, man. Come on, lock in with me, bro. Listen, you really think a woman like that, she look a good 20, 30 years younger than you. You think a woman like that really was thinking you was handsome like that? Really thinking that you was crazy, look good looking? Like, my brother, she was a sugar baby at best. At best. There was always a catch. Your delusion, and that's the thing too. A lot of people that don't take care of their bodies, don't take care of their mental health, don't take care of none of their physical being, right? And just let themselves go and start looking like fucking blobs and looking like fucking walking creatures. You feel me? Of the woodlands. All right. They'll get fooled by anything like this because they probably have very little to no actual romantic or intimate connection made in their lives because they just always assumed they were ugly, when in reality all you needed to do was simply start taking care of yourself. You feel me? Take care of yourself. But so many people are so quick to be making excuses and just living in this copium lifestyle of like, oh, it's okay to be just completely just unhygienic, just not taking care of their body, becoming uglier and uglier, becoming fatter and fatter. It's just a big cope. It's a huge cope. And until you wake up from your fantasy land, you're going to continue to get swindled by motherfucking Somalian pirates. Yeah, straight up. Man, I'm going to try not to pause no more. I'm just going to let this shit go, and I'm just going to watch it. So, I know, L Reactor, I'm supposed to be pausing and constant talk. I'm going to just let it play, because it's already been like 9 minutes, and we only hit 2 minutes of this goddamn video. So, let's just go.
Yeah, this guy who's like in his late 20s and goes to the gym is going to go out with a mouth-breathing obese woman in her 50s. How is this not an obvious red flag for a scam?
Saying.
I guess maybe that's how they get people hooked, because they end up thinking, this is the only person who will find me attractive. Or some of these people are really just gullible, like this woman, who thought she was actually talking to Johnny Depp.
And the next thing I know, I got this picture sent to me with me in the frame, and he's holding the picture. And I'm like, what the heck? How do you do that? You know, I'm like, how did that happen that quick? My heart, this is Johnny Depp. This is
clearly Photoshop.
I can imagine that the second the show host looked at this very obviously Photoshopped picture, they started laughing their asses off.
I've done graphic art myself.
They actually featured 3 different women on this channel who thought they were in a relationship with Johnny Depp. Anyway, this is Sarah, our main topic of this video, who's been married to her pushover husband for 22 years. She has her gamer girl headset, she's quirky.
My husband is very supportive with all my weird, crazy wackiness. I'm just quirky and weird.
And for some reason, she has a husband who is completely okay with being cheated on.
Do we let other people in our sex life? No. Would he be open to it if I did? If I wanted that? Probably, just because that's how he is. Would he do it? I don't think so.
What a way to justify the horrible actions that you've done.
The fuck?
But what I think this video with Sarah shows best is how people always pay the consequences of their dishonesty in some form or another. Whether that's some elite constantly having to look over their shoulder because of all the people they've screwed over, or it's some chick who hid a relationship from her husband and ended up liquidating her life savings so she could give it to a scam artist. Bad behaviors will eventually bring negative consequences into your life, especially if you repeat them a lot, which is why it's nice to have checks and balances against your bad habits. A primary one being the opinion of the person that you're in a relationship with. Speaking of smelling great, have you heard about Reed Street Soap? Reed Street Soap is a company that strives to make you smell good with the best possible ingredients.
The soap ad.
For the fall season, there are all kinds of new products like the pumpkin spice soap or the Lumina soap. You can also try classic favorites like the Day at the Beach soap or the Arctic Wave soap. Not only that, but Reed Street Soap sells candles as well. There's a pecan pie candle and a coffee mug candle. Check out Reed Street Soap by clicking on the
I'm not gonna lie, when I get sponsored at some point, I'm probably gonna be doing the same shit, so I can't say too much, you know what I'm saying?
Anyway, obviously Sarah has no respect for the man that she's married to, as she straight up lied to him from the beginning.
Thanks.
Brian supported all of Sarah's hobbies and interests. He even agreed it was okay for Sarah to have friendships with strangers over the internet.
I talk to people online. It's not a new thing. I don't think it is wrong for somebody to have relationships of both sexes.
Yeah, sure. You can have friends on the internet. What's the big deal with that? Except it was very obvious based on the messages that they were showing in the video that this scammer was saying stuff that was clearly trying to push Sarah into a relationship.
Yeah.
The amount of gaslighting from Sarah in this episode is insane.
They never video chatted, and Sarah is still claiming she was never in love with John.
I guess you could be romantically interested in someone yet not be in love, but you would have to be a complete idiot to read messages that say I love you and say, gee, I have no idea what's going on here. I don't feel that way. He's just a friend. Whether Sarah is oblivious or not, she is certainly quick to say that her secret relationship partner is attractive.
Obviously, he was easy on the eyes, blue eyes, brown hair. He looks like he probably works out quite a bit. Nice, like, six-pack. But to me, he's just...
I'm sorry, y'all. I gotta pause one more time, bro. Listen, if your girl is geeking this hard over another nigga, you have to leave, bro. You have to leave. She's not your girl no more. She's in her choosing phase. When your girl's out there choosing, I don't know what's going on with y'all two in y'all relationship. I don't know if she just lost attraction for you overall and she's just not attracted to you no more. It's game over, my guy. It's time to move on. Click continue, restart at the last save point, and get your next princess, get your next queen, get your next heroine, whatever you gotta do. But it's time to restart, cause she's not your bitch, no more. Straight up. She's talking about he's easy on the eyes, nice body, choosing like shit. Holy moly sauce, fool. Like, oh, nah. That would have made me sick. Just hearing shit like that, I would not be there. I would be ghost, man. The fact the husband was even in the B-roll for this video, for this episode of this series on this channel is insane. I would be nowhere in sight, my nigga. I would be already shipping the divorce papers to her immediately, my nigga. Some of y'all be in the comments probably like, oh, it's toxic for you to think that. It's okay. She just made a mistake. Shit, this is why y'all the ones that be getting cheated on for sure. All the time. Y'all don't stand on nothing. You just let niggas walk all over you. You think shit's sweet, okay, like this, when it's not. You're afraid to call it out because you're not trying to have some shit pop off in your face. Shit's tough, man.
Very attractive man.
He's in shape, he looks
Just a very
masculine,
attractive man. Come on,
and
man.
he's a man in uniform. She was so into this friend that she was willing to drive 8 hours just to see him.
Now he's in the United States, and I said, you're close enough. Like,
Right,
you're
her
8
friend.
hours away from me. Why don't I
8 hours is
take
not
a road trip?
Come on, fool.
I can take a road trip. I can take some time. I have time off. We can meet somewhere. I want him to follow through with what he has promised me, which is, one, coming to meet me. Because in the beginning, I did want to meet him. I thought it would be nice. I thought it would be cool. And my husband was okay with it at that time.
Why is she so insistent on meeting this friend? And why did she have to mention the caveat of, my husband was okay with it at that time? Well, we know why. This guy is like the polar opposite of her husband, who is out of shape, has bad posture, doesn't act like a man, and lets his wife walk all over him when she feigns ignorance. Understand that when I say this next thing, I still think his wife is a terrible
he's
person.
on his
But something I say
ass.
to myself a lot is that it takes 2 bad drivers to make a car accident. One bad driver to screw up and initiate the accident, and a second bad driver to not avoid it. Obviously, this doesn't apply to every situation, but if you've been driving long enough, I can imagine that you've done some stupid thing on the road that some hero driver prevented from turning into an accident by getting out of the way. That certainly happened to me before, and it's actually a service I provide pretty regularly since I moved to Texas. Texas drivers tailgate like crazy, and I've almost been hit by these people many times at this point. Anyway, oftentimes it takes 2 bad drivers to create a car accident, and oftentimes, when bad things happen in a relationship, it's because both parties aren't doing what they know they should be doing. Which makes me wonder, if Sarah's husband Brian was in shape and acted more masculine, would she feel the need to go outside the relationship to get what she wants? I'm not saying what she did wasn't extremely messed up, but sometimes I like to be very pragmatic about things and create solutions based on what the desirable outcome is, as opposed to trying to expect everyone to be perfectly moral. So if Brian had the body type and the masculinity that she was attracted to, then this probably wouldn't have happened. Certainly, Sarah would be a lot less sure that she could get away with it so
As
easily.
I was saying
Or at the very
earlier.
least, Brian could have attracted a better chick who wouldn't lie to him like Sarah does.
I have nothing to hide.
She has nothing to hide? Such an interesting thing to say because she seems to have a lot to hide.
Once things progressed and John wanted money,
Oh
I did
my
not
God.
originally tell my husband. I kept it a secret.
No shit, you kept it a secret, you dumb bitch. Fuck. That is insane to me, fool. Like, let's be honest, right? Who in their right mind would tell their significant other that they're sending thousands of dollars to a random fucking nobody that they don't even really know exist because they've never truly seen them in person? Let's just be real honest though. Like, oh my God. And you really think your man would be down for you sending thousands of dollars to another fucking man? Are you dead ass serious, bro? Like, she's gotta hear herself talking right now. No shit, you kept it a secret. Duh. You think he was going to just sit there and let you send thousands of fucking dollars to this random nigga you've never seen? Or the fact you're sending thousands of dollars to another man in the first place? Who is this nigga? Who is that to you? Oh my God. Like, what are we talking about? How is that surprising? Listen, I know this video right here getting a little long. I'm going to go ahead and watch another like 2 minutes of this shit, and then I'm going to cut it short. No shade at Think Before You Sleep. W fucking video with my brother. But I don't want to make this video too long, so I'm just going to react to like 2 more minutes, and then we're going to cut this one short. Let's see what he's talking about.
Would you be shocked if I told you that her husband didn't know anything about this 8-month relationship until basically she contacted the people at Catfish to see if the guy she's talking to is real?
So up until
That's
this point,
crazy.
you still don't know the full story or the details.
Yeah, I don't know anything about John. I didn't even know his name until the other day.
When she continued to
Fucking
talk to him,
Christ.
like, how did that make you feel?
Honestly, I didn't know about that until today.
Bro. Like, no, you can tell it's something about people's image, like their mannerisms and their body language and their face, their facial expressions. You can tell when something pissing them off. You can tell when something's eating them up inside. And this shit's eating him up, but he don't know how to react to it. You feel me? He's never really been like he probably is one of them chill back motherfuckers that don't really want to be in too much conflict. So he's real laid back, low key, trying to be okay with everything so he don't cause an issue with anybody. That's the wrong way to take it, my brother. Because now look at this. Now you in a situation where your blood pressure probably skyrocketing through the fucking roof. And your wife of 22 years has been secretly cheating on you basically with a fucking dude she's never seen in real life, sending thousands of dollars that's probably in y'all shared bank account. And if it ain't, who cares? The fact that she's sending thousands of dollars to some random fucking nobody nigga that she ain't never seen in real life, that's crazy. That is crazy. That shit is eating him up, you can tell. Let's get back into it.
Well, he seems to be really happy about that. She's out here liquidating her life savings to help a guy with the dumbest, most obviously fake story ever, and she didn't think it was pertinent to tell her husband that she was cashing out her retirement. This is what I mean when I say people get punished for their dishonesty.
Come on, bro.
Yeah,
That's
she
so
kind of got away with the cheating, but in the process, she burned all of her money and accrued a massive amount of debt. If she actually respected her husband and was the kind of person who wouldn't try to have a secret relationship, this would have never happened. Or if she was just honest and told her husband what was up, he could have said, this story from your Instagram guy is obviously fake. The scammer made the claim that he was shot and injured in Syria, a place that America is not even at war with. This relationship was in like 2021, and at that point, America had very little involvement in that country, so the odds of him being an injured soldier there are very low. But he said he needed money to fly out of Syria and to get medical care. First of all, I'm not a military expert, but I am pretty sure that if you're on deployment and you just leave, that's a crime. Second, if you're injured and need to get sent home, the government pays for that. Did she even think to Google this stuff? I mean, she has the Gamer Girl headset, right? She must know how to Google. Even my 90-year-old grandmother knows how to Google. Though if she was just honest with her husband about what she was doing, she never would have fallen for this scam. Abusers always try to isolate their victims from other people, because that makes the victims more vulnerable. Having people around you prevents these kinds of situations from happening. Moving on, we find out that the woman who has nothing to hide also did not tell her husband how much money she gave to this complete stranger.
The only thing she really told me is that she was scammed out of about $60,000 and it was all investments that she lost.
Oh my
There may
God.
have been losses more than 60,000.
Okay.
No.
I'm just being honest with you.
Right. Yep, that's fine.
It's not.
Wow. For a second there,
Wow.
it looked like Brian was almost brave enough to show his actual feelings about this. Though right after that, he goes on to say that he's going to support his wife because she's in a really bad place.
And right there, we're going to go ahead and cut it off. Right? She's in a really bad place, y'all. You hear that, everybody? She's in a really bad place. Listen, bro. That's going to do it. I don't know what's up with Big Homie. I don't know why he's such a pussy. You need to get out of that motherfucking relationship, bro. It's not fine. The fact it was 60K you threw out there, you just threw out 60K just because that's what she told you. The fact that's still not enough for you to put your foot down and just end shit. That's insanity. 60,000 in investments. Then they tell you no, it might just be more than that. we're saying might, but it's definitely more than that. And you say, oh, that's okay. That's fine. Whole time written all over your entire being that it's not fine. Hey man, listen, for all my people out there, man, woman, or otherwise, be honest. Just be honest. There's no reason to hold back your punches. Stop being so afraid of how people are gonna react to you. Because at the end of the day, all you're doing is storing up that fucking that anger, that burning rage. All you're doing is storing that up, and then eventually you're gonna just go do something you don't want to ever do again. You're gonna do something you're gonna regret, and it's gonna be a bad time for everybody around you and yourself. So you might as well be honest, be open, and get it out the way. Rip it off. Rip the Band-Aid off. Just rip it off. Because shit like this, what she did, is unacceptable. There's no realm where any amount of time would equate to this being okay. If anything, the fact that we spend so much time together and you're doing this shit is even worse. Anyways, y'all see the video. Let me know in the comments down below what y'all thinking about the whole situation. At least from what we got from it in this video. Check out Think Before You Sleep. I'm gonna link their channel in the description down below. Let me know if it's sorry. Let me know some other videos you guys want me to check out as well in the comments down below. And with that said, I'm gonna go ahead and get up out of here. Get y'all another reaction soon enough. It's been your boy Najee, aka TGU, and I'm gonna sign out of here. See you real soon. Peace out.